All right, guys, it's time for me to try to challenge myself with 3D blocked screen. It's been a number of months or maybe even a year since I tried to do this one, maybe even longer, because this was 2017 when it came out, and so that might have been when I tried it in maybe 2018. Yeah, I didn't find it very easy for myself. Now, I have grown a lot since then. I have done a lot more drawing since then. And so maybe it will be easier for me. But this was a challenge when I did it before. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to draw a series of boxes. I believe one of the things I did last time was I made my boxes too close together. So I'm going to give myself a little bit more space this time. Then you draw these connecting lines, but they don't actually touch the box. And I didn't notice that the first time, so I totally goofed up. So they don't actually, this is the best example of it right here. They don't actually touch. You want to leave a space. These other ones in the sample are a little bit close, and I didn't notice right away that they didn't touch, okay? Then you go around the rest of the block. So like this one, we've already got that line. We've already got these lines. So here we just go around like that. So basically you're making an aura around these boxes, but having a little path, a little line there. So what we end up with is this. Okay. And then we make it the 3D by taking all of these angles upward, but only the ones on the left. If it's on the right, we don't go upward, we just leave it. But if it's on the left, where there's a space, so that's kind of hard to remember what we're doing. I got to pay attention to what I'm doing. And then we go across, and then we go up. That is where I completely goofed up. I don't remember which one I was trying. I don't know if I was doing this or this, but you can see you don't have to have your squares all the same size or even lining up exactly, as long as you leave your spacing. So I'm not exactly sure what size I'm going to do. See, that one is kind of small with bigger areas in between. This one is more like the drawing here. I definitely know I want to leave a little bit more space than I left before, and yeah, I'm not sure about the rest. Really, I'm not sure about the rest. So we're just going to jump in. We're going to try to be as, let's see, I need to zoom that in a little bit so I can, and I'm just gonna face my fears, challenge myself. See, I could have picked any number of the prompts, because I only am doing every other day, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And there's enough prompts on the pattern focus for every day of the week. So I could have picked another one. But I chose to go ahead and challenge myself. So I think what I might do, just to make myself feel a little better, is I might make my initial squares in pencil. I like the idea of them being not super regular. They don't have to be exact. I like that spacing so far. See, if I do the spacing in pencil first, then if I don't like how it's coming out, I can erase it and try again. Can you guys even see that? And can you see it if I get it at the right angle? I think I'm okay with that. Okay. All right. Let's give her a go. I still got this lingering dry cough from the flu from 2 weeks ago. Or is it closer to 3 weeks ago? I don't know, it was the end of March. No, the end of February, beginning of March. End of February, beginning of March. So it's like 3 weeks ago. And I still have a lingering cough. Okay, what did I do with my pen? Oh yeah, I forgot. I switched over to this other brand. I should make a mark with... Where's my tape? Where's my painter's tape? What did I do with it? I had it. Oh, there it is. I'm going to use a piece of painter's tape to mark the end of my pen so I know which pen it is that I'm using as my main pen. Because they're all starting to look the same. And I've switched to an 03, which is not what I usually draw with every day, so there's that. Okay, let's make some squares. They don't have to be super square. They can be a little off. So long as they are rectangular in shape. I'm going to scooch this row up a little bit from what I drew with the pencil. Okay. Guess I could have picked a lighter piece of paper so it was easier to see, but I didn't, because I don't know. All right, there's my squares, kind of squares. You could totally make them exactly square if you wanted to. And now I want to make like that. Not touching. Okay, so far so good. Now let's go the other way. I'm feeling more confident now. And I did the first time I tried this. And, you know, I did it so poorly the first time I tried it that I never tried it again. And like I said, I don't even remember how long ago it was. It seems like it's been forever, and it probably has. I betcha I tried this when this pattern first came out in 2017, and then I never tried it again. But back in 2017, I really wasn't very secure in what I was doing, and I really mostly wanted to do the flowy organic patterns, and I just stayed away from anything that had straight lines. Probably again because I wasn't super confident that I could do it without having to have straight lines. I'm just going to get rid of those little places where I didn't draw right where I put my pencil. But now I'm more confident in the fact that, you know, it's still going to look like the pattern even if my squares aren't square and my lines aren't straight. And I feel much better about that. I'm just going to go around each of these. I'm just going to do each section one by one, the same spot. Instead of going all the way around, I'm going to do this one, and then I'm going to go to the next corner, and so forth and so on. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling more confident in my drawing abilities, and I'm more likely to say, oh well, it is what it is. It's the way the drawing wants to be. Where I didn't before, I would be frustrated. And I think part of that is because probably when this pattern came out, we were all trying to still follow the Zentangle method, which nothing to say anything bad about the Zentangle method. I think for those who enjoy it, and it works well for them, go for it. But I was feeling constrained a little bit, and we were all trying to force our work to follow that methodology. And now that we're doing CPT, I'm feeling more relaxed. I don't know, that the whole thing about the rules was just, it was cramping my style. And I don't know if that's just me. It probably is. Maybe it is. But there were many of us, which is why we branched off into doing CPT instead. Okay, so now I want to go all the way around the outside, following this, just like doing aura all the way around like that. Am I even on the screen? Okay, I'm feeling much more confident this time. Okay. That's good. Now, Turn my phone back on because it turned itself off. Now I want to do these little upward angle pieces. And it looks like you want to do like on this edge, because you're going to be making a box kind of. We're going to go this way and that way on all of them on this top edge like this. Because I can see that's the box, right? And then I think I'm going to do that on all of them so I don't get confused, because I think that's also where I goofed up. So I want the top edge of these, or from your perspective, the side edge of these, but for me it's the top. And I'm going to go and do all of these ones first. Then I won't get so confused as to what I need to put upward and downward and sideways or whatever. Okay, so that was that one. Next we do the bottom inside of these like this. Okay. Okay, and then the other one we want, okay, there's two. Okay, so then we want one here. Like that. And we want one here, right? We want one here. I think that's what I didn't do before either, is I tried to do them all around the square and then I goofed. And then there's one more at the corner. No? Yes. Oh, the sample's missing some little lines in the middle. Okay. Okay, so then this corner needs it as well. Okay, now we start connecting those lines. So let's go this way. I didn't do that very well, just physically. Is that right? Yeah. And I'm going just in that same order again. just so I don't screw up. This is taking a lot more thought, which is why I haven't yet done a question from the book, but I will. When I get to the shading and coloring part, then I will be more confident and be ready to go. The inside floor of the boxes. Like that. Okay, and now we go the other way. This direction, right? Did I do them all right? Do they look right? They do look right, okay. Now I want to connect these like that. They're coming together. See, I just didn't take the time to do it properly. I was probably impatient. Okay, so now these ones go... Oh, I missed ones going this way. These ones go this way. Now I can go this way. This one goes like that, and that one goes like that. Oh, look at that! I'm actually doing it. Confront your fears, folks. Confront your fears. You'll be amazed as what you can do if you try. Now, is this a big fear? No. Not like jumping out of an airplane or spending time in a room with a snake. Yeah, no, not a fear like that, but it's definitely a fear. I'm not sure why we made that. Oh, I'm missing an upward. That's why this looks funny, because it's missing this piece. Looky there. I think we did it. Oh, I'm so excited that I actually did it. Okay, now the question is, you can either shade. What do I want to do? I want to do it that way. That way? What way? Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. What way do I want to go? This way. 3D. Okay, so I want some shading and some highlights. But I have to decide, where is my light source? Let's put the light source here. Oops, you guys can't see what I'm doing. Let's put the light source here. So the light will hit here. So this will be the darkest. And this will be a little less dark. So this surface will be a little less dark, and this surface will be darkest. A little less, darkest, okay. And because of that, I want this surface, I'm going to do the white on that, I think. Now, I think I'm going to actually just use my pens, maybe my sketch markers, or my, no, where's my, these ones? I'm going to play on the back side with these colors, because I want a light and a kind of a dark, but not the super dark. So these are Faber-Castell Pitt pens in shades of gray. And I have 3 warms and 3 cool grays. And I'm just going to play with the colors on the red because they look different on each colors of paper. So let's see, let's do warm, warm, and is that the warm? Let's start with the warm grays. This is the lightest warm gray. That almost looks just like wet. The next one, and that one looks like black. Don't want to use that one. Okay, that one for sure I know I don't want to use. And then the lightest cool gray. See, the cool gray looks darker on this paper than the warm gray. And then the darkest is going to be too dark. Yeah, that's too dark. So, what do I want? Those are too close in color. I'm wondering if I should do kind of like those two together. So I'm going to use the lightest warm gray and the lightest, no, the medium cold gray. Those two, I think. Draw myself a little box. Do I like those colors together? Not really. Okay. Yeah, you got to stick with either all warm or all cool there, Dono. Let's go with all cool. Let's try again with drawing a little box. And then putting our darkest color here. And our lighter color there. Can you even tell the difference? I guess you can. I wonder if these ones are better. Let me try one more thing. See, that's why I play on the back, because these colors look different on white paper. So let's do these are the Copic sketch markers that someone gave me for Christmas. The two dark ones are going to be way too dark. So let's look at the three lighter ones. They're all neutral grays. Numbers 0, 2, and 4. So let me look at, there's 0. There's 2. And there's 4. So let's try 0 and 4 and see what that does. Let's try 2 and 4. Number 2. Oh, well, we'll use that end then. And number 4. Zero and 4. 0 and 4 of that color, I think. Although the alcohol markers don't work very well on this paper. That's the other problem. Let's try those 2. Let's try these 2. I think those ones. Okay, so I'm going to go with the Pitt Pens warm gray, the lightest and the next lightest. So it's 272 and 273. The Copics are nice, but they just don't really work very well on this paper. It bleeds too much for my taste. So those are going back in here. And I'm going to sharpen our red pencil. Where did my sharpener go? Oh, under my paper. Okay. Okay. All right, I've sharpened, I've played. Oh yeah, I forgot the Copic markers go through the paper. Bummer. Oh well. You won't notice it once I'm finished. I hope. Okay, so this is going to be white. I forgot that the Copic markers, the alcohol markers, see, they don't work on this paper and they bleed through because it's the wrong kind of paper. No fault of the supply, but that's why you play and you practice and you do all the things so that you know what your supplies do. Not all supplies are perfect for all applications. I'm not being overly technical with my white. It's just, it's highlighting the front of my little boxes. Probably should have done maybe in pink so it wasn't quite such a big contrast between the red, but I don't care. Okay. Wow, that's bright. It looks different in real life than it does on the camera. The camera, the white really is white. Very white. Okay. So my darkest shadows are going to be on this side. So does it even need the other color? Yeah, I think it does. Oh, and I need these uprights. Oh, I missed the upright again. Okay, I need to take my attention away from this and do a question. If you could have lived through any war in history without actually fighting in it, which would it be? None. Lord have mercy. What kind of question is that? In none of the wars in history is the person at home not fighting the war in any better shape than the person out in the, well, they're a little bit better shape than the person out actually fighting the war, but in no way, shape, or form would I want to be living through the wars. I guess technically I've already lived through some wars, not very many, but you know, not the two big world wars, that's for sure. But I've lived through Vietnam, I've lived through Gulf War. Yeah, no, I would not choose any. So that's a terrible question. Let's move on. If you could eliminate any one type of insect permanently from Earth, what would you get rid of? It's an interesting, thought-provoking question, because your knee-jerk reaction is to get rid of the critters that bug you the most. Ants, spiders, mosquitoes. Oh my gosh, if I could never be bitten by a mosquito ever again, that would be awesome. Problem with that question is that if you rid yourself of ants, then what happens? They're very useful in the ecosphere. You kind of need ants. They help to get rid of all the you know, they clean up the earth from all the dead other critters laying around. We would have tons of dead critters laying around if we had no ants. And mosquitoes, you know, they are the food of some bigger animal, and then that animal is the food of some bigger animal, and so forth and so on. And then what happens? Then we all die because we've killed off one whole species. That would not be good. So as much as I would like to never be bitten by a mosquito ever again in my whole life, they can live, just don't bite me. Yeah, that would be cool. I don't think I would want to permanently eliminate any kind of insect from the earth. No, I don't think so. Bad idea, folks. As knee-jerk and as that would seems like it would be a great idea. No, bad idea. Okay, so here we go. We're done. I think it came out good, and I totally was putting off doing this video. I've put it off for as late as I could, and it's like, okay, I have to draw it today because I won't be able to draw tomorrow, and I got to get this up and posted. So yeah, I did it. I managed to face my fears, and it came out really dang good. So I'm happy. I'm happy how this came out. A little bummed about the bleed through right there, but I didn't think about it. You guys have a great day. I will see you on the next video, which I have not yet planned, so I don't know what it's going to be, but we will be moving into April. April has some, what kind of things is in April? Let me look at my calendar. Anything interesting in April? Easter's in April. Oh, okay. So we will be moving toward April, toward Easter, and I will see you guys on the next video. Have a great rest of your day. Go out and do something nice for someone today. Make the world a better place. And I'll see you later. Bye-bye.